Hello YouTubers, I was doing a lesson with a friend of mine, Derek, recently, and he said to me, hey, I'd love to learn the Hound Dog solo, and I can't find a version of it. There could be something out there, maybe we haven't looked hard enough, but I thought, well, you know, what a great fun challenge. So here I am. Today we're going to be learning the guitar solo from Hound Dog. I'm always amazed by Scotty Moore. He's such a clever player. Everything he did was so musical, and even when he was clearly trying to apply scales or ideas he'd probably still been working on at the time, he still managed to make it really musical. So I'm going to explain a little bit of that whilst I walk you through this guitar solo. If you do want the transcription for it, jump on the Patreon for a couple dollars a month. Speaking of which, I just really quickly want to thank Tony M, Peter M. Nelson, David Davies, Timmy J, Meat Hook, and Ralph and B. Littleton. Thanks for joining. Let's get to work. Okay, so bar one of the transcription, we get this opening lick. It goes like this. 2, 3, 4, 1. Okay, takes us halfway into bar two. So this song is in the key of C. As you probably know, there's plenty of tutorials on the other riffs if you want to learn them. I've actually got, I think, a lesson where I teach that stuff. But focusing on the solo, so I want to mention that this is a root 5 C minor pentatonic scale. So if we play a pentatonic scale from here, most of us understand that that's where our root note is. In this shape here, it's still C minor pentatonic, but the root note's there. So it looks a little different. It's a different shape. Okay, not hugely important. I do also teach those 5 pentatonic shapes. I'll put that in the link below too, so definitely worth learning. Scotty Moore used them. You should check them out too. So the lick starts on the 3rd fret of the 6th string, and it starts on the end of the 1, so 3, 4, 1. Now, I would pick up if I were you. You can do it all with downstrokes, but I like to alternate. It's more efficient. And we're going to go up on the 3, down on the 6, up on the 3 on the 5th string, which is now the C, then the E flat on the 6th fret, and then we go back to the C, then back to the E flat, then back to the C, and then we go back to the 6th fret here, which is a B flat, then the 3, then the 6, and then back to the C. Okay, now that you're probably lost in all of those notes, so break it down. I'll do it really slow. 3, 4, 1. Dee da dee da dee da dee da. If you can sing the idea, you will learn it really fast. If you've got no idea how the idea goes, you're going to have no idea how to play it. So make sure you listen to it heaps, get it in your mind, and break it down. Okay, so we're going to move on to the next part. So halfway through bar 2, as you'll see on the transcription, it goes a very similar lick. And it goes like this. So we've come off. I'll play the first lick. 1 and 2. So here we go. 3rd fret on the 6th string, and again with an upstroke and then alternating from there. So 3, 6, 3, 6, 3, 6, 3, 6, 3, 6, 3. Okay. Now you'll have to pay attention to where I was changing strings there, but you'll hear. Okay, you'll hear the frets that I'm calling out, and you'll see where I'm playing. So 3, 6, 3, 6. So we're on the 5th string now. 3 on the 4th string. 6 on the 5th. 3rd on the 5th. 6 on the 6th. 3 on the 6th string. 6 on the 6th string. And 3. So not a hard lick, really. Not too hard. Okay, so that takes us through bars 2 and 3. And we resolve into bar 4. That note's still ringing at the commencing of bar 4. So the next thing we do, we need to get up to the 6th fret here, and we do this. So I'll finish that lick. Okay, so let's have a look at what's happening there. This is what I really love. So I showed you the C minor pentatonic. He slides up here, and he actually uses C major pentatonic. So the song is in C major. If you're playing the chords, you'd just be playing a C major chord, but using the minor pentatonic, or Okay, apologies for the speed, just trying to get to the good stuff, but you can see that that tonality, it sounds really cool over major, but of course we can use major over major. That makes perfect sense, right? So we come up to the 8th fret, and we just do this very simple major pentatonic lick, sliding from the 6th, so we slide from the 6th. That's not major pentatonic, that's still kind of minor pentatonic, but anyway, we slide into the 8, and we go from the 8, we don't have to pick that again, okay? Don't think so anyway. And then our pinky plays the 10th fret on the E string. We go to the A string now, we play the 7th and then the 10th fret. And then we go to the D string, we play the 7th and the 10th fret. And that's straight major pentatonic scale. And halfway through, he switches to minor pentatonic, 8 on the 3rd string, so we're on the 3rd string, sorry, 8, 10, 8, 11, 8 on the 1st string, and then we play the 11 and we bend it, like that. Okay, so that takes us on the transcription, where we're getting to the end of bar 5 there, and then, so we've done that little bend, and then we get this lick coming down. Now, this lick is a bit more challenging, and there's a little bit more going on, so I'll just play it first. I'll come off this one. So we play the 8, okay, that's a long lick. So let's just break that down. So we've come off that little bend of the previous lick, and at the very end of bar 5, we play this 8th fret, and we pick it up, and we let it sit for a little bit. And then we do the 11 on the 2nd string. So let's do that again. And then we go straight to the 10, and then the 8. So we go... Okay. Ba, 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 ba. Okay, and then after that we add the 11, so... Okay, so I have a few goes at that, and then after we play that 11, we add this 8 back on the 2nd string. The 11 was obviously on the 3rd string, so... Back to the 2nd string, 8. Okay, then we do all that again, we go back to this 11, so... Then the 10th fret. So we add the 10th fret, I kind of skipped along there, let me just do that again. 11, 10, 8, 11 on the 3rd, back to the 2nd on the 8, 11 on the 3rd, and then we go to the 10, and that's the end of bar 6. The lick's not finished though, so so now we go to the 8, okay, and then let's do it again, but this time we go to the 10th fret on the 4th string, so watch this. Okay, so once you get that, we're going to add the 8 on the 3rd string. And then we go back to the 10 on the 4th string. Okay, so you get this little try to hear the ideas. Play the whole lick up to there. So this is bar 6, nearly halfway through bar 7. Okay, after that, we go back to the 8 on the 3rd string again. But this time we work our way up to the 10 and the 11. And then we go to the 8 on the 2nd string. So if you wanted to keep building it up the way I was doing, like play the lick. And just go to there. And then we want to go to where the 10 is. To the 10 and so on and so forth. That's how I would practice it. Great if you've got the transcription, or perhaps just write it down if you don't. And build it up like that. That's the best way to approach really long licks. Okay, so the 11, we're up to there. We go to the 8 on the 2nd string, 11 on the 2nd string. Then put your pinky across the 11th fret on both strings, like that. And that's the end of that lick. I'll play the whole lick. Okay, and it's sort of a bit of a funky bend there, but sounds really cool. And then we get these little chord stabs, okay? So they're a tricky one because you probably want to think about triads and stuff, but I almost think what he's really doing there is just thinking of the pentatonic scale and and just grabbing a cluster of notes at the top there, okay? Because it's a C minor triad over a C major idea, and you won't see a lot of guys doing that intentionally, okay? That he might have been. He was very clever, but that to me feels more like he's just riffing in the minor pentatonic. So what we do, we play 8 on the 3rd string, 8 on the 2nd string, and 8 on the 1st string. And that's it. And you do a little slide backwards like... And then we do it again. So I'm going to play the last lick into that lick so you can hear how it goes together. Yeah. Okay, again, hopefully you've been listening to the song and you're really familiar with the way that solo sounds. You could listen to it in 3/4 speed or even 50% to get it in your head. You know, you could just, put it on a loop and listen to it while you're driving or something. Don't concentrate too much. Make sure you concentrate on the road. And, I wonder how many accidents are caused from guitar nerds thinking too much about guitar solos and stuff. I mean, it's possible. So there's your 3 chord stabs, and that's in bar 9. And then at the end of that bar, we set up another cool lick with another little bend on this 11. Just like that, okay? So what I'll do, I'll play this bit. I'll play that lick again. Oh, no, I need to drag that timing out. I apologize. Let me do that again. There we go. Then that's our next lick, and it's a really cool double stop lick. So you get so much out of every Scotty Moore solo. You really do. Check it out. So at the end of bar 9, we do that little 11. We do 8 and 8. So we're kind of doing a pentatonic lick with a bit of finger mashing. So we do 8 and 8 on the 1st and 2nd string. So 8 and 8. 10 and 10 on the 3rd and 2nd. 8 and 8 on the 3rd and 2nd. Back to the 10 on the 3rd and 2nd. And then back to the 8 on the 3rd and 2nd. So it's quite repetitive. It's not too difficult. Just like that. And that's the lick in bar 10. And then we get this in bar 11. Really cool lick. And that's 11 and 11 on the 1st and 2nd. We stay on those strings. We do 8 and 8. So we did the 11 and the 11, the 8 and the 8, and the 8 and the 8 on the 3rd and 2nd string. Just like that. You can give it a little nudge as you do it, because it feels a bit rowdy in the song. And then the final lick, he returns back to major pentatonic, C major pentatonic, and he does this really cool lick. Okay, and that is going on the 6th string, 8 and 10, 7 on the 5th, and then on the 4th string, he does 10 twice. So, like that. So down, up, down, up, down. I like to do it like that. Play the 7th fret now with an upstroke. That's still on the 4th string. We go to the 5th string now, play the 10, and then we go back to the 4th string and do 10, 7. And then we do the 10th fret on the 5th string, then 10th fret on the 4th string. Okay, so tell me, there's a few ways I taught in this lesson. I actually did more of a breakdown where I add. If you really like that, it's a bit more time consuming in terms of watching the video. Let me know. But if you prefer me just to stream through so you can go back and work it out yourself, that's also not a problem. I would love to know though. I'm always looking to make these videos better. So to finish up, I'll play through the solo really slow just to stick it all together. 2, 3, 4, 1. Oh, I went to the wrong scale at the end there, sorry. So that's pretty much it, guys. If you made it to the end of this video, I just want to say thank you so much for the support. If you aren't a member, do consider joining the Patreon. I also have a website with all my transcriptions. You can check that stuff out. But what I do really want to tell you is this is one of the last times you're going to see me filming in this location. I've actually been here 11 years, but I'm moving to a new location because, yeah, things are kind of going okay, and I want to take a bit of a punt and get a bigger place and a nicer place and have somewhere I can have a dedicated YouTube setup. So, yeah, it's really exciting. Thanks for watching, and yeah, don't forget to subscribe if you're not, and all those sorts of things, and let your friends know and whatever. Thanks for the support. I'll see you guys in the next one.